My first time going live on YouTube because I've been seeing a lot of people talk about the president or whatever he is. I don't know what Trump is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what 45 is. But that's what I'm gonna call him. His name is 45 and I'm gonna call him 45. What's up, YouTube? My name is CJ. This is me. Out makeup, just regular hair. Didn't do nothing to it. Get on my bridesmaid shirt. On my back porch. If you want me to turn everything around so you can see. It's just like a wonderland of everything. Yeah, you see my blow dryer. That's all good though. But yeah, man, I just been looking at this stuff on YouTube, and I'm gonna be honest with you. It is a difference in the intellect of people on YouTube versus Facebook. Not in the uploads. I mean, in the comments. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because you can troll more here. Because y'all trolls know y'all out there. We can stop with that. We know. My friend told me, one of my actor friends told me that insults, there's so many different insults that you can give. And, y'all just create all these insults. And it's just crazy. It's crazy. Snowflake and libtard and dimmadome. My thing is, I would really love to tell CNN. I would really love to tell the news media outlets. This is my advice to them because I want to talk about the president. This is my advice. Stop talking about him. Stop talking about that dude. Seriously. I have to agree with Ice Cube when Bill Maher said, I'm a house nigga or whatnot. I get what he was saying. I ain't got no problem with him saying that. Me personally, I don't. We know who Bill is. He's been in the trenches with us, so you know that's why he did not need to lose his job. That is the reason. He's been married to a black woman. He's been in the game. So we can leave him alone. But I understand that when Ice Cube is saying this is our word, but you got to call a nigga a nigga. And Trump is a nigga. 45 is one. He's ignorant. He lies. He's selfish. He got 3 baby mamas, 3 ex-wives. If he was black, they'd be called baby mamas. You know it. 3. 3. There is no way that he doesn't represent anything of ignorance. And in my opinion, stop talking about him and focus on the issues. Focus on the Clean Water Act. Hold his feet to the fire on that. We've got to move past this stuff. I don't care what he tweets. We know he's ignorant. That's the sad part. We know he's ignorant. We know he's dumb. We know he's a liar. We know he's misogynistic. We know he's racist. We know he's sexist. We know these things. We don't care. I do care about healthcare. I was a part of Obamacare. Obamacare worked for me. I was born with a precondition. And I'm tired of hearing Republicans say, let's give it to these people that were good. Do you not realize that some of your people out here that are actually born with mental illness, this is not we done ate wrong, now we got high blood pressure. No, sir. Whatever y'all are putting in the water and these chemicals, no, let's stop this. Let's stop. Let's stop pretending like we don't know what's going on out here in this world. We got Betsy. Come on, y'all. Y'all remember when we was young and we had cursive handwriting in school? Now we don't have it anymore. We are the kids' first teachers. Period. I don't have kids. So I love children. We are their first teachers. So we have to teach them. No, this world was not for us, for blacks and browns. It was for the elite white. We get that. But times have changed. Benjamin Franklin saw it. Alexander Hamilton saw it. Roosevelt saw it. Kennedy saw it. Things change. If they didn't, your hair would not get white. unless you're Mike Pence and you were born with white hair, because he was on the Super Bowl with it. But men like Jefferson Beauregard Sessions, they don't need to be in offices. Men like Mitch McConnell, that looks like a snapping turtle, he doesn't need to be in office. Their ideas are outdated because it's way more of them. It's way more of us than it is of them, excuse me. We have got to stop worrying about what he says because we know anything he says is ignorant. Treat him like the nigga he is. Oh, that's what you said? Okay, cool. So let's talk about this climate control. Let's do that. Let's talk about this. What about this Paris Agreement? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about this Clean Water Act. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about these taxes that you're raising. Let's talk about this health care. Let's talk about that. So let's talk about that. And then when you do that, you know what I'm saying? We know what to do. The millennials now have taught us what to do. We know what to do. We got the info. We got the information. Fuck him. Seriously. Fuck him. Hold his feet to the fire. We get it. We get it. Just like Chris Christie closed down a beach. Okay, you rich, you white, we get it. You do what you want to do. It's got to stop, though. It's got to stop. And we've got to help it to stop. So don't worry about it. Yes, he said something sexist about Mika. We all know she pretty. She pretty as hell. We saw an old video of him before he married Melania. He didn't introduce her as my girlfriend. He didn't introduce her as Melania. He said, here's my supermodel. My supermodel, stand up. This is what he said. My supermodel, stand up. She's a trophy. I don't feel bad for her. I don't. You had sex with him. I don't feel bad for you. I feel bad for nobody who had sex with him. At all. He's not attractive. It'd be different if he was attractive. Then we might give him some leeway. But he's not. At all. And Elizabeth. Or his sons. They ugly as fuck too. You know, Ivanka. Yeah, she's classic pretty. Tiffany, she's classic pretty. But them boys, they ugly. You ugly. You your daddy's son. Hey. But seriously, seriously, we have got to look at these things, these small, things were put in place to push us forward. And they have now moved the goalposts back. And that's what they're trying to do. And they're afraid. And it's okay. People are afraid of change. And that's fine. That's fine. Be afraid of change. I'm afraid of change. But when you change and you learn and you grow and you change for the better, it's so much better for everybody. And I think that once people realize that change is actually good, it's scary, but you gotta have it. Like, it was a clip of Paul Ryan saying, rolling back Medicaid to the states. We've been dreaming of this since our keg days. Really? You've been dreaming of fucking over poor people. I know you fucked a black chick. I don't care. There's lots of white boys that fuck black chicks, but shit, I don't fuck white boys, but this is what you've been dreaming about since your keg days. That's douchey, man. That's douchey. That's douchey. I'm sorry. We know there are Russian trolls, and we know you all allow these Russian trolls. Not the government, the people. I'm talking to you. Y'all didn't like Hillary. I don't know why. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Bernie didn't get it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So you just is like, fuck it. But dude, you got a car salesman you got a car salesman. That's what 45 is. He's a car salesman. You know, when the case of the New York Five came out, I was in high school. And the story that he put in the New York Times or the Post, that full page ad, it was sickening. It was disgusting. And he never retracted that. And still hasn't. Because he doesn't care. That's when I was like, ugh. And I'm from Chattanooga. I think if we all stop being stupid. I know y'all didn't like Obama. He was black. I know y'all didn't like him. But he was a great man. He is a great man. He was one of the best things that happened to this country. Y'all can't deny that. Because if you got black lung, you can't deny that. The rhetoric that is put out here, the children are scared. The personal agenda of teachers that are put out here, that are put out on local news networks, that are put out on mainstream media. You have to see through that, and you have to get through it. You have to decipher it. You have to be smart, and you can't let your own prejudices. Because I hate when people say, "Oh, white folks this, white folks that." Don't do that. Because my white sisters and brothers is in the struggle, and they've been in the struggle. Don't do white folks like that. Don't, because it's some that have died for the cause, and y'all haven't. I didn't like the Rachel Dolezal thing. I didn't like that she lied, but guess what? She done did a lot more than y'all folks out here. She did a lot more than me. I'm gonna give props when props is due. I don't like the way she went about it, but her intent was pure. Her intent, it was a lie, but her intent was, this is how I feel, and I want to make a difference. Build a school. Do something. Y'all tired of things? Do something. You drug dealers, y'all ballers, ball out and make a school. Ball out and build some trade schools. Because some of these kids don't want to go to college. College isn't for everybody. I get it. Okay, I get that. Then help them get a trade. They ain't got to go into the military. Help them build their own. This is what land is. This is what growth is. This is what you get down in the soil and dig. You sow, you reap what you sow. This is what God has talked to us about. And if you don't do that, if you don't build for your future, then what do you have? Y'all better wake up. You better look at these street names. You better look around, because these people are excited to say the word nigga nowadays. Because 45 has put that feeling back, like, what was her name? She said it on TV and she never really retracted it. What was her name? She was the former lieutenant governor of New York. She's a white lady. She's stupid. To me, she's stupid. She was like, they want blacks to they want whites to be more cordial to black people. What did you mean by that? I have to go find that video. But like, I understand that the white man got mad that they are just walking up and calling a nigga's over. That's over. That's over. And why would you want to do that? Why do you want to walk up to a Mexican and be like, or a Muslim, or a Jew, or an Indian, or a Polak, or a Saudi, or Israeli, or a Pakistani, or an African, or a Jamaican? Why would you want to go up and insult them like that? Why? That's my question. Why? These are questions that need answers. Got a bump on my face. That's not cool. Anywho, I'm finna get off because those are my little thoughts. And it's the 4th. So, I like you back on. I think I like doing this. Thanks for talking with me. CNN, I love you, but don't worry about him. Seriously. If you ever catch this, I'm going to say it again. Focus. Fucking and focus.